मूलं ब्रह्मतरोर्विवेकजलधेः पूर्णेन्दुमानन्ददम् वैराग्याम्बुजभास्करं ह्यगगन ध्वान्तापहं तापहम् मोहाम्बोधरपूगपातनविधौ स्वसम्भवं शङ्करं वन्दे ब्रह्मकुलं कलङ्कशमनं श्रीरामभूपप्रियं सान्द्रानन्दपयोधसौभगतनुं पीताम्बरं सुन्दरं पाणौबाणशरासनं कटिलसत् तूणीरभारं वरं राजीवायतलोचनं धृतजटा जूटेन संशोभितं सीतालक्ष्मणसंयुतं पथिगतं रामाभिरामं भजे रामाभिरामं भजे हरि Okay, we are seeing now Shri Ram Gita and we'll chant after 14 which we started last night. थोरे ही माँ सब कहो बुझाई सुनहु तात मति मन चितलाई मैं अरु मोर तोर थे माया यही बस कीने जीवनी काया गो गोचर जहाँ लगी मन जाए सो सब माया जाने भेद सुनहु तुम सोऊ विद्या अपर अविद्या दो एक दुष्ट अतिशय दुख रूपा जावस जीव परावव कूपा एक रचै जग गुण बस जाके प्रभु प्रेरित नहीं निज बल ताके ज्ञान पान जहाँ सब माही कैयतात सो परम विरागी तृण सम सिद्धि तीन गुण त्यागी माया ईस न आप कहू जान कहिय सो जीव बंध मोक्ष प्रद सर्व पर माया प्रेरक शिव सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति बोलो भाई सब सोरे ही मा सब कहूँ बझाई भगवान tells I am telling very briefly सुनहु तात मति मन चितलाई मैं रुमोर तोरते maya we saw last night. This is after number 14 in Aranya Kanda. I have to keep telling numbers there. Jaivasa kine jeevani kaya, which this maya which has jeev under its grip. That's one difference between jiva and ishvara. So this maya has all jivas under its grip. And gogochar jahan lagi man jai so sab maya jane hu bhai means to say wherever this mind and senses can reach, whatever it can see, conceive of, is all maya. Tehi kara bhed, and then it tells there are two types of maya. Tehi kara bhed sunahu tumaso vidya apara avidya do. Oh, Valmiki, not Valmiki, Ved Vyas ji in his Adhyatma Ramayana says what is that? Vidya and Avidya Maya is Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti, which you know already. Equates like that. Ekadushta, one is, I told you, na, this world is constructed so nicely by Bhagavan. That Maya is there, has all jivas under its grip, but within that Maya itself, there is also, like the computers have a built-in program to update itself, isn't it? When it becomes outdated, suddenly on Thursday night, so all when left by itself, it will become outdated, isn't it? It will be subject to time and subject to decay, natural decay. But it has something built which is so wonderful. I tell you, these computer people studied Vedanta, and they put something in. Within the same Maya, which just said, has all jivas under there. Within that same Maya, there's some wonderful, in fact, some sadhus, santa, what they say, you see. If you see before, that's why I told you, you have to do all of this thinking, but now I am again going to do all, and Swamiji did so much thinking for you also. Now I am going back to do thinking for you. Or anyway, you can also do your thinking and research and all. But you see, when Lakshmana was asking, Mohi samujhai kahau soi deva sab taji karau charan raja seva. There, and then the next line, kahau gyan virag aru maya. He says, Lakshmana puts Gyan, Virag, Aru, Maya by itself. And Bhakti all by itself. They say like that. He didn't club Bhakti with these others. Because wherever there is Bhakti, that Maya cannot be there. So it means to say that within this whole system in which we live, there is something which is antithetical to the Maya. It means the Maya has a self-destructive program. Yes, like that Charlie's Angels, he used to have some... he used to send some message for those angels, and then he used to say... Not only that, who is that other one? James Bond and all, yeah. And message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. When they hear that message, they have to throw it. So they say, see, he did not club Bhakti with the others, because the others, Maya is there with them. Bhakti is separate. So Bhakti, devotion for Ram, The devotion, one who has devotion for Ram, no Maya could ever touch that person. So here, now when he says that the jiva has all, the Maya has all jivas under its grip, like that. But then he says that one is dushta, and means one is evil. Dushta you have to translate as evil only. And one is that by which the Lord makes the whole. It's called Vidya Maya, and the other Avidya Maya. And by which the Lord makes the whole world, and Prabhupada, it is guided by Bhagavan. So in that Maya there will be bhakti, by which which that jiva, if he inculcates, no Maya will be able to touch him. All the good things now, all the sadhana, all the gurus, mahatmas, santa, scriptures, Vedas, all of nice things which we know. It's still part of Maya, but it is that benevolent. Right, correct pronunciation?
Yes.
Benevolent part of Maya. And so, one who inculcates this bhakti, no Maya can touch him. Okay, then we saw that. Ek rachai jaga guna basajake prabhuparit nahi nija balataki. That much we saw. Now Gyan, Man. Gyan, kahu Gyan, Virag, Aru, Maya. Now we come back to the first question, which was Gyan. Tell. First he asked Gyan. Then now he tells. ज्ञान मान जह एकौ नाही, देख ब्रह्म समान सब माही. ज्ञान मान एकौ नाही. जहाँ एकौ नाई. So, this man word Bhagavan uses in Gita also. You will see there in chapter 13. I told you about that before. Ahimsa, Kshanti, Rajavam, Acharya, Upasanam, Shaucham, ityadi. Long verses come there. So the man. So Gyan is where there is no man. And it is strange why he puts the word ekau in there. Ekau. So that ekau, people say, it is because he means to say none of those negative qualities which are listed there in Bhagavad Gita. Tulsidas ji was a great Jnani in Gita also. He knows Gita. He knew Gita so well. In fact, there are many lines in here which are, some of them verbatim from Gita also. So, when he says, Jnana man jah ekau nai, man and none of the other negative, not even one of the other negative qualities which are listed there, manitvam, dambitvam, ityadi, himsa and all that, when none of them are there, that is called as Gyan. And that portion, he calls us Gyan also, because they lead to Gyan. Bhagavan in Gita. So here he says, Gyan is where none of them. So that is one meaning. I'll tell you some other meanings also. Gyan is where there is none of those negative qualities. That person has none of those negative qualities. Which negative qualities? All that list which Bhagavan gives there. Not even one of them. So that justifies the words ekau, yes. Okay. Then that is one way to see. Then other way now. Gyan is where there is no man. Man means, there if you see, Bhagavan Bhashakar says, man is shlaghanam. Shlaghanam means boasting. Shlaghanam. A person is boasting. And you give some thought to that a little bit. Who boasts? It means a Jnani will boast. A Jnani only will boast. A Jnani will never boast. Why? See, a Jnani will think he is the one who is responsible for all the credit, isn't it? One who is a Jnani, he will think that credit goes to him. And if he thinks the credit goes to him, he will boast. Isn't it? But Jnani, he knows no credit goes to him. He is part and parcel of a limitless reality which is all powerful, Sarva Shaktiman, Sarvajna, Sarva Vyapi. Then, how he will take credit? So, where there is boasting? So, one who has Gyan knows the oneness and fullness of the totality, and so where there is boasting. So, Gyan, jahan man nahi hai, where there is no man, you see? Okay, so that is other way to look at it. Now see, look at that again. Man also means abhiman. Abhiman means that first feeling of individuality. And that is why connected to this Maya just now, you see? May. So Gyan is where that May has gone. There is no feeling of individuality. Individuality, I told you, comes associated with number of things. What is it? First, I am an individual. Second, I am separate. That also means, the corollary of all of these statements, but I am not connected to anybody. I am not related to anybody. Then I am an island unto myself. And then, of course, that will so slowly lead to what? Anything I do, it is to my credit. Isn't it? How many problems will arise from that? The moment that feeling of separateness comes, that I am and you are. I am and you are. The moment grammar comes, when grammar comes, we're in trouble, And people get trouble with grammar in school also. to pass exam. Grammar is trouble in life, and grammar is trouble in school, and grammar is all. And you know, my school was called Kuva Private Grammar School. Well, I had real trouble with grammar thanks to Mrs. Ramkila when I passed. I passed my exam by grace only. But anyway, so this feeling of I am, you are, he, she, or it is born only because of this duality. Duality. Huh? So that is me. So that feeling of I am, that is called as man in its raw stage. Man. I am. Now see, if you think, right? If you think I am and everything else is, and you think of all things like that at the same level, and all things are the same importance, because the existence of one thing and the existence of another thing is no different, isn't it? Because existence is one and same. But now, with the first arising, I am, all the other things that come with it now. I am, and I am not connected. I am, and I am an individual. I am, and I am limited. I am, and I am better than that one. And everybody has all sorts of things, like there's a million things you could add to the I am now. Oh. That first I am is there, man starts, and then all the other things added to it now. Fortifies that distinctiveness, that separateness. And people, you know, language and education and society and all, they fortify all of these wrong notions that we have. So for example, you are unique. Society will tell you, you are unique. There is nobody like. Of course, that has truth from a certain standpoint, but that is not explained to the person. You are unique. There is nobody like you in this world. I mean, that type of education which is given in our education system, that education system is not complete. And since it is incomplete, it leaves that person now with a fortified manitvam. The education system is designed to fortify and strengthen that manitvam. Maniha bhava. So, it is born. How it is born? I just told you. Avarana. First, and then Vikshepa. The moment it is born, it has as though an entire universe of adjectives come down on it. I am, but I am man. I am woman. I am American. I am tall. I am short. And then the list. And it is fortified by the whole system in which we live. How nice. We are born in that system, and we die to preserve it. And the society also, nobody is allowed to think. Your minds are just bombarded with things from every side. You'll be born in a society where you will have friends. Everybody will say. It is against the principles of democracy. And then all of us will say, yeah. Everybody will say, yeah, it's against the principle. You never thought for one moment in your whole life, because you were born in that system, right? Democracy is good or not? But because you are born in the same way, because I am born in a society which teaches me that I am unique, and I am, special. Oh no, it's special. Then what about other people? Not special? And the education system starts there but doesn't continue to tell, but that is only true from a certain relative standpoint. From another standpoint, We are all one and same. And you could see, because the education system stops at such a low level, that is responsible for all the killing and fighting and so much of mayhem in the world. Because the system stops there. All these things that, and if you give some thought to this man at the moment it is born, right? This separateness, limitation, individuality, littleness. The moment that thing is born, I'm telling you, a million things get added onto it. Because with the birth of a distinctiveness also is also the birth of limitation. Also the birth of incompleteness. Isn't it? Now what? Immediately that also leads to what? I'm incomplete, I have to become complete. So it will lead to desire. I want something to make myself complete. So it leads to a million problems. Problems proliferate like rabbits. They say rabbits. That boy, he was beating that rabbit. Dharam. 2 plus 2 is how much? Dharam, I asked you, 2 plus 2 is how much? That rabbit, mother said, why are you beating the rabbit and asking? He said, today in school, they told us, rabbits multiply fast. This fellow cannot even add. What to talk about? Multiply. But the moment man is born, the problems associated with man just multiplies in millionfold. All things come from this. Man, the first product of Maya, individuality. So Gyan is what then? Where one understands that no, there is no such thing as an individual is only an apparent being existing from a certain standpoint. Gurudev used to use a nice word, a phantom. He's a phantom. There's some phantom of the opera. This individual is a phantom. What is a phantom? Some ghost. Like a what? Ghost. Some kind of ghost type of thing. Yeah. Individual is a phantom. Like that. But that individual now, the phantom now is made real. Isn't it? Taken as real. And he becomes the center of all. And you see the state also owns the individual. The parents don't own the individual, the state owns the individual. The individual becomes a member of the state, and individuals are the most precious things. Individuals, see? So all our politics and statehood and statecraft and everything is based on man. Wow. Jnana man jaha eko nahi. When none of those, I said that eko word, I just told you about that. Then dekha brahma samana savamahi. That's Gyan is where one sees one absolute Brahman existing equally in all things, undifferentiated reality, appearing as differentiated. That is, we see even from ordinary things in nature, it is possible for one thing to appear as many things without changing its nature. All of these very basic, simple Vedanta you have to get in your mind, so that when your language comes out, your Vedantic language comes out also, the right words will fall on your tongue. I don't know if they fall on your tongue or they come out of your tongue, but we know from very ordinary experiences in nature that one thing can appear as various things, appear as many things, without changing its nature. Like clay, for instance, can appear as dog and elephant and so many things, but the nature of clay will remain same. So from very ordinary experience you can see this thing. Then, if that can happen in ordinary life, why can there not be an absolute reality that remains unchanging but appears as this entire universe? This is the First step of Vedanta. Second step is what is there? Second step, very easy also, very simple. Just get those ideas and words clear. Second step. See, one absolute reality appearing as many. Okay. Second thing, appearances are just that. That is all. Appearances are just that. What? Appearances are nothing more. Yes. So from the clay which is appearing as dog, clay which is appearing as elephant, clay which is appearing as giraffe. If we remove clay, there is nothing that remains, isn't it? There is nothing that remains. And that we have seen, Nama Rupa Prasarana, means that there is just the appearance of names and forms. Names and forms are not real things. So when this is understood, that person knows, oh, there is only one absolute reality. We call it Brahman. See, Dekha Brahma Samana Saba Mahi. Means Dekha Brahma means now with his eyes, when he looks, his eyes are now colored by proper understanding. Now, ordinarily, if the eye is not colored by proper understanding, then the eye will see one separate object and another separate object and no relation between them, unconnected, right? But if the eye is now colored with right knowledge, with Gyan, here in our deed is Gyan. In Trinidadian language, Gyan also. And sometimes they use it negatively also. Gyan. In Trinidad, when you say, oh, that person has too much Gyan, that means he's a... In English, how you say that? No.
Know-it-all.
Huh?
Know-it-all.
No! Huh? Yes, skullduggery. Means he is involved in underhanded things. Yes. Alright. He has too much Gyan. Means he'll outsmart everybody. In the bad way. Cunning. Yeah. Like that. But when the eye is colored with the right knowledge, then only Dekha Brahma Samana Savamahi. You know, the eyes have to be colored. Now the eyes are connected to the Antakarana. Na? So the Antakarana has to be educated properly. Then Jnana is Dekha Brahma Samana Savamahi. Now there are many other things about that. And I told you, you also have to do your own research and thinking and all. Don't leave everything up to Swamiji and I. Otherwise, you will never be a good student. I told you, na? Acharyat padam adatte. Pada swamedhaya means one pada will come. So that you have to also do. Kahiyata so param. Now, in one line, see, half a chopai. Tulsidaji finishes Gyan. Half chopai. I always marvel at Tulsidaji's. And then in that he is not left out anything. Because you can go on, whole day with that. We have just briefly seen that. Kahiya tata so parama viragi. Trina sava siddhi. Teen guna tyagi. And tata, my dear, that is Parama, he is a Parama Viragi, a supreme Vairagi. Who? Exalted Vairagi. Who is that person? Who? Trinasama, Siddhi, Teen Guna, Tyagi. One who considers all the Siddhis, Anima, Mahima, Karima, Lagima, Tyati, which you have seen when Swamiji was here. In our Hanuman Chalisa, Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi Ke Data. Here, Siddhi word can include anything. Any Siddhi. Siddhi means accomplishment also. Like, for example, when a person has accomplished any great feat or any great knowledge or any great degree or any great, become great, anything great. That's also called siddhi. Become adept in anything. So he considers, a tyagi is one who considers that to be trina. Trina is a blade of grass, like a straw. It is worth nothing. And this thing is connected just now with what we were saying before. Everything in the world is of equal worth, A blade of grass and a truckload of gold is of equal worth from the world's standpoint. From our standpoint, you introduce the human being into the equation. He comes there now and he puts a value on the gold and he puts disdain on the blade of grass. Who adds it? The human being. Creatures also don't add it. Animals. They don't add anything. It is the human being when he is introduced into that equation now. This gold is worth so much. This blade of grass is a burden, I have to get rid of it. It will give me itch. So he has to get rid of that. So he puts contempt on that. So he goes on adding value, whatever value to things of the Jagat. But from the Jagat standpoint, everything is made up of the same existence, same 5 elements, and so it is one and same. And therefore, when one thinks like this thing is called as viveka. That viveka will lead to this vairagya. Really? Nothing is worth. That's why samaloshtashma kanchana, Bhagavan says in Gita. That wise one is the one who sees a clod of earth and a piece of stone and a piece of metal and all one and same. He is the knowledgeable one, the wise person. He is the one who has really done vivek and seen. Yes, I am so silly. Actually, one of the best revelation about Vedanta is I am so stupid. When you start discovering that thing, that I have been so silly and stupid all my life, that means Vedanta is sinking in. If I keep thinking, I am so wise, that means you're otherwise. More silly, I have been so silly all my life, so foolish. I myself add value to the thing and then run after it. But a lot of viveka has to be done. And so, like a blade of grass, all siddhis, all things of the world. Teen guna, tyagi, one who will renounce, no guna, when he said teen guna, means he renounce all the 3 gunas. Means what? The whole world is made up of these 3 gunas only. So he renounces his whole world. So one who has renounced the whole world, that person is called as Vairagi. Parama Vairagi. Now see, I want you to just pay attention to one thing. Kaho Gyan, Virag, Arumaya. What is Gyan? What is Vairagya? And what is Maya? So, Bhagavan is not describing Vairagya, he is describing Vairagi. In this Ramayana you will come across 3 words. One word is called as Rag, the other is called as Virag, and the other is called as Anurag. Rag, Virag and Anurag. Here, Bhagavan is talking about not Virag but Viragi, one who possesses Virag or Vairagya. Rag is attachment for this thing, that thing, also the thing. Virag, detachment from this thing, that thing, all these things of the world, or anything. And Anurag means attachment to the feet of Bhagavan. Anurag. Now, That's why I was telling you yesterday, Gurudev was telling, detach and attach. Or if you want, and you can do any one of them, you're okay, no problem. Attach and detach. You develop anurag for Bhagwan. All rag will go. Or we go on developing vairagya here itself, detached from this thing, detached from that thing, detached from the other thing. And then finally develop attachment for Bhagwan. Different strokes for different folks. No problem. Hinduism is very nice, We don't say everybody have to do the same thing. You pick and choose. There's a buffet style. It's like garam masala. Trinidad guna tyagi. So he's describing a vairagi, one who has in his mind absolutely no worth for anything in this world. Because what worth is there for nama rupa? Just now we saw nama rupa is absolutely false. And then what? The only thing that is there is existence, the absolute reality, and nama rupa. And the human being misses the real thing altogether, and he is attached to nama rupa. What a wonderful thing. Like the fellow stealing cars. A fellow working in a car factory, and the security who is at the gate, he is supposed to check to see if anybody is stealing any car parts. So he opens his trunk, opens his bonnet, opens his door, checks inside, checks everywhere, 5 days in a row. And the fellow is looking suspicious also. And this man is checking inside his car to see what he has stolen. He stole 5 cars. The most obvious thing, he misses. It's the most wonderful thing. We can't see our own nose. The closest thing we can't see. Our eyes are the closest thing we cannot see. But anything far we see very well. Closest thing we can't see. How the world is structured, you see. Jagat is so, now that makes the Jagat more amazing. Bhagwan will not make any boring Jagat, Bhagwan has to make a nice, wonderful Jagat, So how wonderful is Jagat? The closest thing we miss. The furthest thing we see. In the same way, the real thing we miss. And Nama Rupa, wow, kitna sundar hai, we say. And then we run after it. And who said kitna sundar? Another person comes, oh, how ugly this thing is. So, that Tyagi is one who has really done vichar in this world. And he's seen it's so flimsy, everything so absolutely flimsy. And now, Maya is an aap kahu. See, Ishwara Jiva Bheda Prabhu, that was the question. What is the difference between Jiva and Ishwara? Now, this is the most wonderful verse, I tell you. It says, this Jiva is described first. Then Ishvara is described. What is Jiva? It says Jiva. Maya is an aap kahu, jan kahiya so Jiv. Jiv is said to be that one who knows nothing. That is first, Because there are only 3 things to be known, I told you. 3 J's. What are the 3 J's? Jiva, Jagat and Jagatishvara. Only 3 J's, so easy. Only 3 J's to know. And this Jiva, he doesn't know this, see, Maya. Maya is go, chara, jaha, lagi, mana, jai. So, sab Maya. Wherever the mind is sensing, the whole universe is called a Maya. So, Maya, na jan. Then, is na jan. Apu, his own self, who is Jiv, na jan. So, what he knows? He knows, wow, Jiv. And he thinks he knows. He thinks he knows everything. And Bhagavan telling, this Jiva doesn't know a thing. And the amazing thing about knowledge also, knowledge of this world, right? If we think we know, when we think we know something, that also is so false. We don't know. When we ask, what is the color of the pencil? Yellow. Right? So we think we know. Yes, I know. What color is this? Yellow. Or what color is blood? Red. I told her, every color like that. That is only from a certain standpoint, isn't it? When you go deeper into the thing, when you go deeper into blood under a microscope, it looks that looks yellow that time. And from this angle it looks red. It is not possible to actually know anything that is a product of Maya, because Maya itself is anirvachaniya. If Maya is anirvachaniya, how come the product will become vachaniya? The product cannot be vachaniya. The product also has to be anirvachaniya. And so when we say something, just for personal discourse, when we say something, we say it with a pinch of salt. Yes, it is yellow. From a certain, this pinch of salt is, behind our mind we understand, it is from a certain standpoint. It is not possible to know any product of Maya. See, from other standpoint I will show you also, it is not possible to know. How? The thing known and the antakarana which is knowing, both are changing or not? They have to be changing, isn't it? Both are changing. So then how? If one could be known, the other one who knew it would change. Then his knowledge will also. You know, this is proven. Even in modern times, they have done research and shown. Anybody, like for example, I have seen recently something. They were doing research. The person got bitten by a shark in Australia 30 years ago. And then they took his statement and everything 30 years. Then they took his statement later 5 years and 10 years, 20 years, 30 years later. And if you look at the story changes. The same man who got bitten, his story changes because he forgets, and what he forgets he adds all that also. And so the knowledge, suppose this one was not changing, but this one will be changing. When this case is bad, there's a double whammy now. Both changing. Then how you'll know? So this jiva is the one who knows nothing. And what a peculiar thing. The jiva feels that he knows everything. So Maya is an apukahu jan kahiyaso jiv. The jiva is that one who knows nothing about Ishvara, about Maya, and about himself. Jiva Jagat Ishvara, he knows nothing about any of them. People say, no, I know myself. I know my likes and I know my dislikes and I know my desires and I know my goal. You know, I have set this goal and I know this and know that. Nothing. You give some thought, you will see. So, all his likes and dislikes and all, he may say, yes, I have this like. Right now I have this like. I like this. And same person, if you ask why, I just like it. That's all he'll be able to say. I just like it. He doesn't know how his like came, what it will do, or nothing. And like that, all things about himself, he has some kind of guesstimate. Always. Good guesstimate and all. And half of the time he doesn't know what he wants also. Bandha mocha prada sarva para maya preraka siv. Jivan siv. Siv means Bhagwan, Ishvara. Yeah? Then bandha mocha. Prada Sarvapara. He is Sarvapara. Ishvara Sarvapara is beyond everything. Maya Prerak, the one who is the wielder, the English word for that will be wielder of Maya. Maya Prerak. So right there also, if you could turn to Uttarakhand 77. See if you could find 77. Found it? Seven four four. Right. So it starts there now. 77. What? Avata Nikata. Hasahi Prabhu. You're seeing that, right? You go down few lines. Etana Mana Anata Khagaraya. And the next line Somaya. Next line Nat Iha Kachu Karan. Then the next line Gyan Akhanda Ek Sitavar Maya Basya Jeeva Sacharachara. जो सबके रह ज्ञान एक रस ईश्वर जीव जीव ही भेद कहु कस माया बस्य जीव अभिमानी ईस बस्य माया गुण खानी. This whole passage there, from starting from Gyan down to the last line of the Chaupa is there. All Isha Jiva Bhed you will get there. Isha Jiva Bhed. The biggest thing there is, one is Ishvara is the wielder of Maya and Jiva is subject to Maya, the victim of Maya or the product of Maya, all such things you can say. So you put a little note there for your Doha 15. Doha 15, you refer to that. Uttarakhand 77 के बाद. Okay, so that Maya Prerak, Bhagavan is Maya Prerak. And Bandha Mocha Prada. Bandha Mocha Prada is the one who gives bondage and liberation. Bondage and liberation means what? If he is Maya Prerak and it is Maya that is responsible for all this bondage which we have. And it is in that same Maya, there is Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya. So there is Vidya Maya, built within the Maya is the program to also come out from the Maya. Bhagavan would not have just cast us out into Maya and not put a program. What is the escape clause? Escape clause is there in everything, na? Escape clause? Emergency? Exit. Emergency exit. So in that Maya also, Maya Bhagavan being Maya Prerak, he has also put all the necessary things that we have to come out. Alright, we'll start off there again tomorrow. Maya Prerak, Siv. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.